What's up, slackers? Welcome to Book Cheats. Today we'll be talking about Animal Farm Chapter 4. This chapter is set in late summer. Word of the Animal Farm had gone across the whole country. Snowball and Napoleon had been sending out pigeons to the other farms to teach the animals about the rebellion and the song Beasts of England. As far as Mr. Jones is concerned, he spent most of his time at the bar drinking and complaining about what had happened to his farm with the animals' rebellion. The other farmers pretended to sympathize, but in reality they were just thinking of ways that they could use this to their advantage. Mr. Jones had two neighbors on his ranch, and all three of them hated each other. One of Mr. Jones's neighbors was named Mr. Pilkington. Mr. Pilkington spent most of his days hunting, and he never really took care of his farm. Mr. Pilkington's farm was named Foxwood. The other farm on the other side of Mr. Jones was named Pinchfield. Its owner was named Mr. Frederick. Mr. Frederick was a tough, shrewd man, and he was constantly involved in lawsuits. Although all three of these men couldn't stand each other, they all feared the animal uprising. Mr. Jones's two neighbors didn't want the other animals to find out about the rebellion at Mr. Jones's ranch. Whenever they talked about it on the outside, they laughed about it, but on the inside, they were actually really terrified about this. When the rebellion first happened, they started to make up rumors that the animals were going to die pretty soon. But when the animal farm started to thrive, they changed their rumors too. Things like the animals would torture each other and practice cannibalism and sleep with the same female. Although these rumors arose, nobody really believed them. The most resounding word was of this wonderful farm that was run by animals. Soon all the animals in England knew the song Beasts of England, and slowly all the animals around England began to rebel. Soon all the humans knew the tune too, and whenever they heard it they were filled with fear. Any animal caught singing the song was beaten. In early October, Mr. Jones and half the men from Pincherfield and half the men from Foxwood came armed with sticks and a gun to take back the farm. The animals had been expecting retaliation though. Snowball had been studying the words of Julius Caesar, and he was in charge of the defenses. When the animals saw Mr. Jones and his men coming, Snowball called everyone to their posts. As the men came to the gate, Snowball sent out the first wave of attacks. First he sent out 35 pigeons to attack the men, and to disorient them. After this, the geese came to pluck at their feet. The men continuously beat them with sticks, and the geese were run off. Snowball knew this would happen. Next came the second wave of attacks. Snowball, Muriel, Benjamin, and all the sheep ran and started headbutting all the men. But the men were too strong for them, and they had to sound the retreat. Snowball planned for this too. The men began to chase the animals in victory, and when they got to the right position, the real attack came. The horses and pigs came from behind, and they all surrounded the men. This was the real attack. The animals began to attack and beat the humans. Boxer did the most damage with his powerful hooves. He kicked and broke a stable boy's skull. Mr. Jones fired a shot at Snowball, and it skimmed his back and killed a sheep. All the men began to flee, everyone except for the stable boy who Boxer had killed. After the fight was over, Boxer was devastated at having taken a life. Snowball tried to console him and say the only good human was a dead one. Boxer said that he never wanted to take any life, not even a human. After the battle, they couldn't find Molly anywhere, and they thought the men might have taken her off. But they eventually found her hiding in the stable, being scared of the gun. The animals began to celebrate their victory, and they decided to create some new awards. The award of Animal Hero First Class was given to Boxer and Snowball, and they created the award Animal Hero Second Class and gave it to the dead sheep. They then grabbed Mr. Jones' gun and put it under the flagpole as a monument, and decided to only fire it 2 times a year. On the anniversary of October 12th, this battle, which they called the Battle of Cowshed, and on the day the rebellion first began. And that concludes the chapter. Thanks so much for watching Book Cheats. Please leave a like and subscribe. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and you guys have an awesome day, and slack on.